Tumelo Madala's cross-examination in the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial has been postponed. Defense lawyer T.T. Tobane began grilling him on whether there was blood on the floor when they rushed to the late Senzo Meyiwa's body to hospital. Our reporter Slindelo Masikane is following those proceedings, and she joins us now to give us more details. Sli, proceedings ending early today. I think I might have missed it. Exactly why did we not continue after the tea break?
Well, I alluded to it a bit earlier on that it seems as though the advocate for accused number 5, that is Advocate Senzo, isn't feeling too well, and so Judge Mamela found it prudent to just adjourn proceedings early so that, of course, we can allow her to attend to her ailment. But before then, we were, of course, in the midst of cross-examination where T.T. Tobane was once more putting questions to Tumelo Madala about what exactly transpired on the eve of the 26th of October 2014. And what Tobane has been doing for most of the cross-examination is to put a different version of events, and that version being the version in docket 375, where he says that he's got witnesses who are going to testify to that particular scenario, that there were no intruders, that the gunshot that went off in the house was from somebody who was already in Makumalo's home, and that no intruders actually came in. One of the questions posed to him was the hat that allegedly belongs to the first intruder, who was described as having dreadlocks and quite short in stature, who demanded phones and money. That hat, the question posed to Madlala that it didn't actually belong to any intruder at all. Let's take a listen.
I'm hearing that for the first time. That hat doesn't belong to me. I wasn't wearing a hat when I arrived here. Even if I do wear a hat, but those ones, I don't wear them.
Right, so what did the defense say exactly about the crime scene?
So in terms of the crime scene, there's issues around the fact that it doesn't seem as though there was any blood found in the kitchen. And we know that those who were in the house rushed Senzo Meyiwa to the hospital. The only blood that was found was in the lounge in between the TV stand and the sofa. And T.T. Tobane says it's quite strange that Tumelo Madala claims to be one of those who was trying to carry Senzo Meyiwa to the car, yet there was no blood found in the direction of the kitchen in which Senzo Meyiwa was escorted out of the kitchen. So the issues around that, of course, we know from cross-examination from the police officers that have been on the stand, is that there has been evidence that has been submitted that, of course, the crime scene was cleaned well before police could arrive to cordon it off. Let's take a listen.
In the dining room, there's no other blood that I saw.
So you're saying that when you were taking our hero from the way you said he was sitting to the car through the kitchen door, no blood went to the floor?
Ingabe uthi ukusuka la namthatha khona nase niphuma naye ke nimkhipha la ekitchen alikho nje igazi ela thonzizela phansi.
Angisho ukuthi alika ngilibonanga because igazi lokuqala ngalibona mangiya kuyena usenzela lapha phansi amadoba ama-spotnyana egazi.
I'm not saying that there wasn't blood, but I didn't see it. The blood that I saw was when I went to Senzo, and then that's where I saw blood next to where he was lying.
I put it to you that you are seeing is selective as well, just like your selective amnesia. How do you see the hockey stick? How do you see the crash, the head, but you don't see the blood?
All right, Sli, so when exactly do we resume?
Well, we resume about 2 months from now. That is the 14th of November until the 2nd of December. That will be the November sitting of this particular trial. We had an opportunity to just kind of get a sense of how the Meyiwa family was feeling. Unfortunately, they didn't want to speak on camera, but visibly quite annoyed and frustrated at the pace at which this trial is moving in. basically saying it seems like this is a waste of time, and there's no consideration for the fact that Meyiwa's family is having to fly up to Gauteng to be able to attend these proceedings. So, of course, we know that these kinds of issues, we understand the judge says, could have been avoided if at the beginning of the trial there was a consensus around an end block date to try and get as much done as possible, but unfortunately this is where we are, and so court proceedings then resume in November, and we will see the defense resuming with cross-examination as well as Tumelo Madala back in the witness box.
All right, Slindelo Masikane with that report in the High Court in Pretoria. Let's leave it there for now.